Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to my channel at Varanasi Ram Prasad 2716. This is my third broadcast. In the first broadcast, I discussed introductions and interpersonal relationship skills. In the second broadcast, I discussed the three dimensions and the two factors in our study of interpersonal relationship skills. My third broadcast starts with a question. When do you think you start developing interpersonal relationship skills? I know. The answer would be when I started making a friendship, so on and so forth. I view this differently. People's skills are widespread and diverse. Today's circumstances require the same person to use different skills at contrasting times. You start your relationship even before you are born. When you are in your mother's womb, you start developing your relationship with your mother, protected for a full 9 months. When your mother gives birth to you, you start crying aloud, your first communication to the world. After birth, when you grow up, you start developing your relationship with your friends, family, and the community you belong to. And thus start growing your own relationship skills. Today, the world is expanding rapidly, and communication and working styles are changing day by day. You go from one location to another for study or work. Communication styles change accordingly based on the location, purpose, and to whom you are addressing them. Your locational difference may be in person or by remote. And none of these are permanent today. You need to develop your skills for direct and indirect communication or both. Your locational preferences from single to multi locations vary. Your communication style from person to person may change to address a larger number of audiences. Each of these need different skill sets to manage. All the above is just an indication of how this changing lifestyle and living conditions demand super skills to possess. These super skills can be highly demanding. In smart trainers and consultants, we try to fathom your strengths and areas that need development while interacting with others known and unknown to you. To take it forward, you as a student should have different skill sets to study and prepare for work either in your own country or get going to international locations for study and work. We can pinpoint how you are today to how you should be in the days to come if you follow certain suggestions that we give you. For any developmental process, knowing your own strengths and areas where you must improve are very important. You would have assumed that you are stronger in certain areas and may feel that these strengths will stand by you. Do you know how you have developed these strengths to improve? What are the factors that might have triggered your strengths so far? These strengths are the three dimensions of yours that we will find out. These are based on your experiences in your family and surrounding circumstances defined by your community in which you have been living and lived so far. Hence, your behavior depends upon your past, which is a mixture of pleasant and unpleasant experiences. These experiences condition you to a particular behavior. Assume that these are positive vibes when it may not look positive to others who see you and hear you. All these factors make others see you in their own light of experiences, which would guide them to interpret their own feelings about you. The way you behave can be in two ways. Over the years of exposure to a certain kind of experience, you reinforce your own behavior in a certain way that you feel is right. These are the two dimensions that we talked about in my second broadcast. When we say we, this includes you and others with you. You know about yourself. But do you know how others are when you are listening to them or addressing them? Let us try to imagine the circumstances when you have been involved in a small or big team or group activities, unless you had been a loner. Can you recollect those circumstances now and see how you were acceptable or not to the group that you belong to? Do so, and you will realize the facts that you missed learning from these interactions in group situations. Today's research by psychologists say that the following kinds of people skills or may arise based on circumstances. 5 of them are: 1. Institutional education. 2. Distant education. 3. Remote controlled education, partial or complete. 4. Online relationships or remote working relationships today, which are very common. And 5. Long distance relations connected to remote working. In all this, there are different kinds of relationships, interpersonal relationships that play a role. In my experience of 30 years in pharmaceuticals and 20 years of experience in consulting, I have treasures of interesting anecdotes embedded in my mind. They are live examples of how various people have responded based on their own experiences. I'll be recounting these experiences that are unforgettable in one of the forthcoming broadcasts. If you like my analysis that we are talking about, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel www.youtube.com at Varanasi Ramprasad 2716. You may raise specific questions which I will answer in my next broadcast. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Bajranga Bali.